All right, what do we got? Exclusionary, Walkers, my comic store.
Nice.
Dave Dude, 1212.
All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to Otto's Grotto, all featuring three men in a basement. Actually, today we have the fourth man. This is a great show. We've been planning this for about a month now. So for Otto's Grotto, with three men in a basement, we have Nemesis Prime. Came up from North Jersey to spend a day with us. AKA the variant whore.
The original.
Now.
OG.
Okay, so your variant whore, hashtag, has how many likes at this point, do you think?
I think we're over 1,500.
1,500, right?
I think I coined it back in like February 2014.
Okay. And what book was it that you coined it on? Do you remember?
I want to say it was East of West.
Okay.
#1, or maybe even Pretty Deadly #1.
Right.
I got a lot of the variants for that.
Yeah.
Whatever it was Midtown's variant. I think Newberry did one.
Yeah.
It didn't.
And did somebody say, "Dude, you're a whore for variants," or are you just becoming a variant whore? That's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome.
That's great. I use it all the time.
Yeah. We got playing comics on.
Much of a variant.
How about Mr. Walkers? Mr. Walkers used to say, I don't know if he's on right now, but he would say, I
don't have variants.
I don't have variants.
Yeah,
he's
all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I can't even wake up in the morning. I'm tagged by Walkers for Top Variant Tuesday.
Absolutely. So the premise of this show, we're kind of going freestyle. We're hitting up a local Comic-Con tomorrow, which should be pretty good. And so these guys have kind of been out in a while today and stuff like that.
That's
you were what? Busy humping.
I was busy working, you know?
You were showing me all the places. It's been good. We went to 3 shops. I went to 4 shops.
I didn't even bring it to the best store in the
I got a
state,
short box. We're going to go through some stuff. I'm happy.
Cool. So I was just thinking about this. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I have 10 questions for Nemesis Prime, okay? I have 10 questions for Nemesis Prime.
You got them written down?
No, but I remember them because I went over this. As executive producer. It might be like 8 or something like this. So, very simple. First, all-time favorite character of all time. Your #1 favorite character.
It's Batman.
It's Batman, hands down. Okay.
Yeah.
Any version of Batman, like
it's
Golden Age, Silver Age,
I would say modern age.
Modern.
It's
Okay.
Modern age.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Favorite artist of all time.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Okay.
Are we talking cover artists?
I would say. Well, I'm going to do that in 2 parts. Your favorite cover artist. Okay.
Cover artist. J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell. And who do you, in your opinion, draws Batman your favorite? Like, you know what I mean? Like your favorite rendition of Batman.
I'm actually going to go with probably Chuck Dixon.
Okay.
The 90s.
All right.
I mean, that's when I really got into comics.
Yep.
So seeing him do like the Nightfall series, that whole era, that was
right.
just.
Is that what got you into comics?
Just the writing in that era. Yeah. I mean, even like. I would say maybe even the Kelly Jones.
Okay.
Kelly Jones did. I mean, he had the real high, pointy ears.
Yeah.
It was just a really cool rendition.
That's awesome. Favorite superhero movie that's been out as of, you know what I mean, when it's in the last 5 years, let's say. You know what I'm starting from. We'll go all the way back to Tim Burton's Batman.
Okay.
So from that on, which one would you say is your favorite movie, something you watch over and over again that you just can watch and get lost in?
I mean, I could probably throw on Netflix. I could throw on Civil War.
Civil War.
Any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah,
okay. All right.
I mean, I'm a DC guy, but
right.
I could definitely watch
Civil War. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is a question for all of us. If you could, right? Which superhero would you punch in the face? Which superhero would you punch in the face? Like just
good guy or bad guy?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who would you punch in the face?
Are we going by the movies? Because if we're going by the movies, a new Spider-Man, I'm punching him in all day.
Oh, Tom Holland?
Tom Holland? I'm punching him all day.
Okay.
But if you're just talking about just in the
any
comic
character
realm,
in general, like any character. Now, not Tom Holland. I'm not talking about the actor playing it. I'm actually talking about the comic character.
Okay.
Who would I punch in the face?
Yeah, who would you punch in the face? Like, who would you just want to like either haul off and knock or just...
For what reason?
Just whatever. You want to punch somebody in the face. You ever got a kid you want to knock it? Yeah, you don't like it. Not even though you like him, but you're just like, you know what? Who would I punch in the face?
I want to go with Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. I love it. Awesome. And if you guys are online, just throw out who you'd punch in the face.
I'll go with the new Clayface from Detective because he was always a whiny little bitch.
Okay. All right.
I used to be this. I used to be that.
Yeah, no, like that.
Riddler.
The Riddler? Okay, why Riddler?
Just bothers me.
Just bothers you?
Okay. For what?
Any Riddler.
Okay, so I thought about this too. I would punch the Hulk in the face. You know why?
I knew that was coming.
You know why I would punch?
I was staring at that person in the back. I'm like, that'd be just a great answer, but I'm just like...
You know why I would punch him in the face? Because how many people in this world can say they punched Hulk in the face? You know how much street credibility I would get for that?
You wouldn't have made it much further after.
I would figure you just call me puny human and walk away.
Well, you get a free,
right?
You get a free shot.
I get a free shot on the Hulk. I walk away. You know what I mean? All right. So I think we're up to number 5. What movie since Tim Burton's Batman has been the biggest disappointment to you?
Wow.
Like, what did you walk out and say, this is not something that was good? Mr. Cocktail! What do you think?
Bad movie.
Slap Robin.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, now that it's around, I would say Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Wonker said Tony
The
Stark.
who is it?
Chris O'Donnell.
No, what was the one after that?
Batman and Robin. No,
Yeah,
who
Batman
did
and
it?
Robin.
Joel.
Two-Face with
Yeah,
Two-Face and
No, Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
The
Freeze.
Mr.
With
Batman
Mr.
Forever
Freeze.
was a good.
Okay.
I think Joel Schumacher took over.
Schumacher,
So yeah,
right.
it's Batman and Robin.
Okay, right, biggest-
It's just
okay, biggest disappointment.
You could watch it, but
Yep.
Is that the one with Poison Ivy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bane.
And Bane,
Mr. Freeze.
stuff like that, yeah. Okay, all right. Do you want to add in onto this? What was been your...
Bane was just a
I didn't
clip.
hear
He
the
was an
original
idiot.
question. When was the
What,
date?
since
when?
Tim Burton's Batman,
Batman.
in 1989, okay,
Oh, okay.
what movie have you watched that has been your biggest disappointment?
Well, I guess it would have been. I'm still sticking
Comic
with
Book
Suicide
King's
Squad.
on, Suicide Squad?
I'm still
Okay,
sticking
all
with
right,
Suicide
all right.
Squad. Except for Harley Quinn. That movie
I like Suicide
sucked.
Squad.
Right,
I don't
yeah,
do that.
okay.
He's a Marvel
I
guy.
got a number 1 today. Hey.
Yeah.
I'll still pick up the number 1.
All right.
Because it's not the movie.
Okay. What do you think? What movie has been the biggest disappointment for you?
Except for Harley Quinn, that movie.
I wasn't a big fan of any of those Batmans. I think Batman and Robin is definitely.
Okay.
I wasn't those like the first 2 I liked. After that,
Yeah.
they kind of really the characters looked terrible.
They look terrible. They look
They
so
was
bad.
it was really cheesy.
Right. I like those
Holy
two.
rusty
I thought
metal
those two-
Batman. Like,
Yeah, you're
it
right.
was just
Okay.
bad.
That was bad.
Yeah.
The puns and stuff like that. So when I was thinking about this, I went back and forth. I think Jonah Hex was my least, and I'm a Jonah Hex fan.
Yeah, no.
I like
All-Star
Jonah Hex.
Western.
I like All Star Western. I actually own that. First appearance is one of the first books I bought off Instagram. Batman Brave and the Bold, the cartoon. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah. That was one of me and Everett's favorite cartoons. And Jonah Hex was great on that. Although the movie came out before that, just Jonah Hex was a complete letdown.
I don't know. Saw it.
You probably didn't. I mean, it's
He
just,
was good in Justice League and
he was
Limited.
Justin Limited, absolutely. Great character, just it didn't transfer well to the thing. So that's it. All right. So I asked you who you'd punch in the face, the biggest disappointment, favorite movie. Okay, here's another. This was one. So you go to a lot of cons, local shows, and stuff like this. What has been the best find for you in the wild?
Can't believe none of you said Green Lantern.
I liked Green. See,
You know what? You know what? Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
You're right. That was by far the worst
Nobody liked
superhero
Parallax?
movie.
Yeah.
No, that was just bad. You can't.
What, Green Lantern?
Yes. it
No,
was
so that show
bad.
was good.
Oh, it was bad. Bad.
The end credit scene is probably the best
Bad.
DC credit scene. I actually think probably best credit scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
putting
remember
the
that.
yellow ring on was just that
Oh,
was
so
we
that's
were waiting.
Yeah, but that did not
Yes,
save
right.
the rest of the
Waiting for
movie.
that. I mean,
That
like,
did not
I liked
save the
Avansour.
rest of
I liked
the movie.
Avansour. So I mean, look, you guys. And I've said this on this show multiple times. I'm guilty of liking everything. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Wasn't I the first one to point that
Batman
out
punched Guy Gardner.
I was the first one to point that out to
So
you. You like
what?
everything.
I do like everything. Shaver just commented he likes the way I have the gauntlet. I knew that would be pretty good. So what has been your biggest find? Like that you found this in the wild, and I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's okay. Like, is that it? Is that book one of something you found?
No, actually, no. I know.
Okay.
No, I think best book in the wild was probably Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes 23, the Adam Hughes cover.
Okay.
You found that in the wild?
Yes.
Really?
I found that at a show in a box.
Wow.
It was just there.
Nice.
It was there.
Fucking.
Okay. Family show.
Family show.
Family show.
Family show.
I mean, I know you want the Catwoman.
And
I don't want to hit a Catwoman 51
I know,
because
but, no.
whatever. And actually, it's because of you, I actually own that
Yes,
book, right? You know what I mean? That was definitely. Like, I gotta give a shout out to Justin here. That was definitely the pity sale. Like, hey, dude, I have this book. This is the price. And
Everybody,
signed. You know
what do
I
you
mean?
say about everybody?
What's that? What do I say?
They just think I'll buy anything.
Yeah, I'll buy anything. I do. It's unbelievable.
Just call everybody. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Exactly. Want to sell a book, everyone will buy it. Just give him a payment plan, he'll take it. You know, it's fine. All right, so I did that. What book in your collection, right, is a book that you will die with? Like, you want to be buried with, you'll never sell it. Like, for me, it's my Hulk 181. What book? One book. You have to choose one book. And I'll ask you guys, too, so you can think about that. What's one book that you're just going to your, like next year, your eulogy. You know what I mean? When it's God ever happens, it's,
And if you don't put it in my casket with me, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yes, exactly. Like, that's in your casket,
I'd have to go BA12.
Really? Okay. All
I
right.
have to go with my BA12.
Yeah. Now, what do you have that at?
9.4.
9.4. Okay, nice. All right. What say you? What book is going with you?
I don't have a single book.
No, not a single book.
Not a single
You just want to be drenched in them,
Can
like
I put a
all over
short
you?
box in with me?
Under each arm.
Can I cuddle with a short box and a coat?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a single. I mean, I have some books that are worth more than others, but they don't have sentimental value to me.
Okay. All right.
I mean, sentimental value.
Oh, we got 13 guys on
I
right
don't know.
now.
I like the
Good.
Batman.
Short box.
I like
all
the
right.
Batman Rebirth. Michael Turner variant that I got for like way below price.
Right.
Skyrocketing.
All right.
I don't know.
What about
It's
you?
my ASM 300.
ASM 300. Right. That's a good book to have, especially
Yeah,
how you
9.8,
at a
yeah.
9.8
Story with it,
$9.
9.8 for free,
Story that goes with it,
unpressed.
Oh no, you did work for it.
Right. Yeah.
I
Right.
saved his house from burning down.
At least you can
At least
get
you
a
can do is
9.8
give me a
comic book, you
comic
know?
book for crying
So yeah,
out
mine would be my my Hulk 181. All right. So that was it. And what has been? This is the last one. Maybe I'll think of something else. But what has been the biggest book that you thought was going to pop and never popped? Like you bought like this book is it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm still waiting for my Captain America 34, where Bucky becomes Captain America.
Gotcha.
If you've seen my posts, I think I have about 8 copies of both Alex Ross covers.
Right.
So we'll see in time if it pops, if it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bat.
Batman 457. Or Redneck 1.
Yeah, Redneck
Story
1.
variants.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's pretty much what I bought it
What
at,
you bought it for?
so-
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's,
Making
you know,
any money
I don't really have one.
you don't really have it. You're buying books.
I'm
thinking like
not
this.
buying books thinking I'm going to buy this because it's going to be popular and I'm going to
Gotcha.
make money.
Okay. All right. Absolutely.
I
All
don't.
right.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
like. I don't think. Not to the point where I'm disappointed it didn't. You know, like I'm not consciously thinking about
Okay.
it. There are some keys I do buy when Pat's like, "Hey, it's the hot book," or someone
Right.
says it.
Like-
I'll buy it.
We're going to
you
talk
know?
about that book right now.
Like the Batman 42 or whatever when he proposes to Catwoman.
Yes. Okay. All right. I can see
24.
that. Right.
Dyslexic.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
don't
So
judge
now,
me.
we got who else we got on? We got Press the Issue on right now. We got 4
Press the
comics
Issue.
on. We got a lot of guys on.
Press
So
the Issue.
out of Vegas. So what? So you did that. We talked about that. Favorite villain? Scarecrow. Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, all right.
Master of Fear.
Master of Fear, there you go.
He's an amazing villain.
Okay, all right,
He's
so that's-
he's been there since the Golden Age.
He's been there since Golden Age. All right, that's great. Favorite villain? Favorite villain?
Joker or Hush.
Joker. Okay.
Carnage.
Carnage. Yeah. I was thinking about this. I would always say Magneto, but I don't necessarily think Magneto's a villain per se. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's changed.
he's changed over the years. You know, he's definitely got his he's got his ideals. He's very idealistic. Favorite villain, I would probably have to say Juggernaut for me. You know what I mean? I've always been a fan of the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
So so that's my Q&A with Nemesis Prime.
All right.
We went around, asked some quick questions. So now we got a little bit of the method behind the madness.
Hey, we have fan mail. We have fan mail that got sent to Pat's house.
Get out of here.
3 Men in the Basement. Want to do a live opening now?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Huh?
Get the box.
We got a box?
Yeah. Someone
That's awesome. Really? I don't know what to expect.
fan mail sent to
Thanos, Magneto,
Pat's house.
Doc Ock, Explosive, ASM, 3, good one, Tito. That's great. 4 comics, all right. Yeah, 4 comics was the first book I ever got.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
open it.
All right.
We're at the grotto.
Yeah.
Want this?
Is that your knife?
That's
All right.
My brand new knife.
Brand new knife?
Just don't cut me with
It's a
it. It's
great
razor
knife.
sharp, man.
All right.
Here we go, people.
So, yeah, so.
Has like a cut.
Yeah,
He's gonna cut himself.
yeah really.
Give me the
I
knife.
know.
Give me that.
You do this.
Give me that before you hurt yourself.
Yeah, really. My God. Big
Not
pickup
much
today
better.
from my friends.
Oh,
My
show
friends
that,
hooked me
show
up.
that.
I'm going to show it later.
No, show it right now.
You want to show it now? He's
Well,
doing
well,
it? So my good
Roger's
friends.
busy. He may be a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. My
Yeah.
good friends went and hooked me up.
LOD.
LOD, Legion of Doom.
First Bronze Age toy man.
Toy man. There you go. All right. So who is this from? Do we know?
No.
No.
All right.
That's 2 slabs.
We have a 9-4. Star Wars #1. Holy cow. Oh my God. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. And we also have another very linear book, 9-4 Star Wars, First Bounty Hunters. First Boba Fett. Very linear books.
All right. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
What?
Happy birthday.
What are you talking about?
So these books are for your birthday from Adam, Fat,
Yeah.
PJ, Played Comics, Tito, Mel, KP Henderson, Chris Shaver, Oscar, Justin, Pat, and myself.
Get out of here. No way.
Yeah, man.
The point.
Happy early.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, what do I do to deserve you guys? Man, come on. Thank you very
This
much.
stuff doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen. I'm very humbled by this. Is amazing. Oh my God.
It is linear.
And it's so linear.
Don't think that shit was
So
by
linear.
accident.
Look at this. Look at that.
Don't think that
You
shit was by
guys are the
accident.
absolute best. I'll tell you, when I hashtag IG Comic Family, I can't be more happier, man. I really, truly believe this. This is something I never would have expected. I really appreciate it, guys. It just made my day, my night, my weekends. I owe you guys all for
I told these guys
this.
during the day when he was humping around, I'm like, this is
Yeah.
going to make it even better.
Oh, I know. I'm humping around. I'm just waiting on tables.
All
Look at this.
pissed off.
Blood money, blood money.
Blood money. You heard me saying that, right?
Yeah.
So it's very funny. When I work at a restaurant, I work, and I'm all over the place. I always say it's blood money because I got to give blood to make this money. So, my God, I don't know if you're going to go to con tomorrow. Look at this. But this doesn't happen in the real world, right? Like,
It couldn't have been any better when I
They
busted
were
your
over-
stones.
they were
Last show about not having that book.
right? Like,
You know-
this
you
is
know-
an ongoing
And
show.
Chris reached out the next day. He's like, dude, if he goes out and buy it, what are we going to do? Maybe we shouldn't have busted his
That's
stones
why you're
about
getting
it.
2 months early for this.
I was like, don't.
Chris is like, I don't want him to buy it. And I go, you're right. He's like very anxious.
Yeah, right.
I said,
right,
don't
right,
worry
right.
about it. We're going to Vegas. We're going to Atlantic City in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He ain't spending money on that book.
Oh my God. So I'm very speechless right now, and that doesn't really happen. So to all my IG comic community family, my family members, from the bottom of my heart, this makes my day, it makes my week, it makes my year. These are two books that.
Wait a minute.
You know-
one's in the back.
Happy
one's
birthday,
not
happy
linear.
birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah. This is unbelievable.
Neither
I'm just gonna hold them like this and be like,
gonna sleep with them.
I know, my God. So, you guys have heard the ongoing jokes about how, as such of a Star Wars fan, I don't have number one.
I told
and
Roger, just give you the reprint you got from the guy at Mickey Finn.
just tell him. Oh my God. So, I'm speechless. It doesn't happen often. Cheers to all my friends, all my comic community brothers out there. Really shows how a group of guys that just have hobbies can go all over the country and, have a great time with this stuff. So it's all done in fun. It's all done in love. I have nothing to say, but thank you very much, everybody. My God, I'm speechless.
All right. That's good.
All right. So that's crazy.
Where do we go from
All
there?
right. Where do we go from there? So,
Can I make a pity video?
yeah.
I don't
right.
have a Batman one.
Yeah. So you have a recent pickup. Also.
That was
Oh, that was it? That was it? You guys played me on that? See?
I got what I picked up today.
You got what you picked up today. Awesome. All right. So, Justin, what have you been picking up? I mean, in your
all right,
tours.
So, yeah, we'll
we
kind of real quick. We'll go through my
Yeah.
quick little short box. So, I went to 4 stores today. Just some little stuff. I'll kind of throw out some of the bigger books that I got. Of course, being the variant whore. Picked up the Infinity
nice.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, which store was this one at?
That was at
Cave
Bobby's.
Comics.
Okay. Okay.
No, that was at
Was
Bobby's.
it Bobby's?
That was at Bobby's. Yeah. Cool little
I
book.
usually do it chronologically.
He's got a
No,
good
that's
eye
just
for
me.
it.
I would say the best book, which was the first store that I went to, without a doubt, being the variant whore that I am.
Yeah.
A 1 in 50 Detective Comics Jim Lee variant.
Jesus Christmas.
Which, for the price.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
one.
yeah, now everybody.
That's
yeah.
the one IG always posts. IG Comics Store always
Yeah,
posts.
so that was definitely.
And you found that where? Just in a box?
Cave
Yeah, it was
Comics.
just
Yeah, Cave Comics.
Yeah, I mean, they had the little tabs that said, whatever the character is, Batman, and then of course there's the little tab that says variants, and being the variant whore, I gotta go through it.
You gotta go through
And it was just sitting there. I mean, the book's been sitting there now for it's got to be a couple of years now. 2014.
5 years.
So
So it came out on 11.
4 years ago. So
Right.
for the price and being a 1 in 50 was great.
Yeah, 1 in 50. That's crazy.
And I would think the another book, thanks to Bernie 1869,
Yeah.
picked up the Thanos 17 variant.
Yeah.
So
Now, this is a what, Pat? What's this?
That's just an open order. Man.
Just
an open
okay.
order.
But it's Thanos.
Right.
It was gonna be a 1 in 25, but they changed it.
Yep.
It is fan art.
Okay.
A fan actually did that art.
Really?
and submitted
That's pretty
it.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
They picked it up and
and then just some other books.
You give him credit in there somewhere?
But I mean, of course, I didn't come empty-handed to the grotto. So I did come with a Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1. First appearance of Thrawn. The
original Thrawn?
The original
Thrawn!
Not that you know who Thrawn is!
Not the Marvel
Not the
version.
Marvel
Wait a
or the
minute, not
Dark
that
Horse?
you know who General Commander Thrawn is? Was that
Yeah,
his wording?
Grand Admiral
Grand
Admiral Thrawn,
is-
based on a best-selling novel. Yes.
So I love the first appearance.
Like
which-
that?
So now between the Star Wars books,
It's so linear. It's
And
unbelievable.
action.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then these guys were out in the wild today. And, we always talk about how a lot of us are fans of the Legion of Doom and stuff like that. And this book I was so confused on, the Toy Man book. I didn't understand. I was Googling it. I couldn't find it. These guys were like, yeah, we don't have it. So these guys found it out in the wild for me, man. I'll tell you, I'm so lucky to have you guys as friends. I really stepped in it, So that's just another one knocking off my list. So I think...
Just make sure he knows our birthdays.
I don't really. You guys
coming up at
you
the
guys
end of
set a
the
wedding
second,
coming up. Yeah, you got to set it up.
12
So
too.
we've been working on it and stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah, this has been a great day. This is a great day.
You thought you were miserable at work?
I want to end the show now.
Drop the mic.
I'm done. Drop the mic.
Fade
I'm
to
done.
black.
Yeah, see you guys later. Thank you so much. All right. What do you got?
What do I?
Anybody? What do you
All
got?
right. Well, I'm gonna show this one because
Yeah.
the only reason I bought this
Yeah.
of significance is it's got Kandor on the cover,
Right.
shrunken down.
Yep.
I want to bring up Krypton.
Yeah,
I know.
okay.
I'm not sure you guys saw it. So
Okay.
if anybody else watching saw the first episode of Krypton, I loved it. Unbelievable. Blew me
Yeah.
away right from the get go. They didn't mess around. It was like the story came quick. You knew what happened right away.
Yep.
It got right into it. It got right into the family. You saw, it's him living on Kandor and stuff. So I think the story so far is great. And
Yep.
if the other episodes are as good as that one, it's going to be a phenomenal
It'll be
series.
a good one, right? Now, if I'm wrong, they introduced the House of Zod already, right?
Yes.
They introduced the House of Zod.
Yes,
They get it
and-
going. Right. So, how was that character? Was that... It's a female, right?
It's a female, and she's actually dating Superman's grandfather.
Okay, I saw something like that, right?
So they're like together, but the guy in charge chooses Superman's grandfather. I'm gonna call him that because I forgot his name.
Right,
obviously.
right.
I think it's Adam Strange.
To be-
It comes from
Yeah.
the future?
No.
but Adam Strange does get
Adam
involved
Strange
in
is
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
So he gets chosen. Superman's grandfather gets chosen to have a kid with the ruler of Kandor.
Yeah.
Just handpicked.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Adam Strange shows up and delivers Superman's cape
Yes.
and says, "The future of your grandson and our world depends on what you do, and you can't just And he puts the cape up, and it's starting to fall apart like it's melting, It's melting.
Yeah.
And he says, "What's happening?" And he tells him it's basically like a sand sand clock.
Gotcha.
He goes, "It's a time
like
clock."
a time
he goes, "If
paradox,
that
something
thing
like
goes
that.
away, your grandson will never exist,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
he'll be gone forever."
Really? Okay.
So he has until the cape is gone to right whatever wrongs happen.
Gotcha.
So Adam Strange does show up, and the guy's like, "What kind of hat is that? What symbol is that?" He goes, "It's a tiger's hat."
Right.
It's got a baseball cap. He goes, "What are you wearing?"
I forget who Adam Strange is from the DC universe. Like, I don't know.
He's kind of a cosmic. He's part of the
Like a
space.
Yeah. Right.
he's a
Okay.
Space scientist.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
kind of the easiest way to explain it.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, so if you don't know about the show,
Yeah.
shame on you. If you
Right.
do know about the show, watch it.
Yep. Sean Tomney's on right now, and his homework is to watch it. Because as a non-comic book fan...
Yeah, you can't.
he's
Your
gotta
review
watch.
can't beat what you just heard.
Yeah.
You have your own opinion on the
Yeah,
show.
so you got some work to do, Mr. Tomney. There you go. So what
Yeah,
else did you
so I
pick
picked up some. We went with Justin. We went to what's the Newberry Comics.
Okay.
So this is Infinity Countdown. It just come on. That's a neat cover.
It's a cool cover, right?
Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Picked up Spirits of Vengeance. This is a 1 in 50
Really?
variant.
So at
Pretty
Newberry,
cool.
they actually put it on the labels what they are?
Yeah, they put down.
Really?
Put
So you
on
know
the
what you're
label.
looking at?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
See, 1 in 50, 1 in 100. You guys are much smarter when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
I
Why don't you
know.
explain what that means there, Justin?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like it's the 1 in 1. Oh, Mark the Shark.
Okay.
Terror is really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a good Yankee.
obviously for Spirits of Vengeance, they had to order 50 copies to at least get
Of the number one of that
number
issue.
one, of that issue.
Okay.
To get that one.
So how
Right.
many, when they do that, how many of these do they actually make? Is there a limited number? Or do they print these based on how many of the other ones are ordered?
It's based on how many ordered.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Okay. So,
There
all
you
right,
go.
cool book.
You learn something every day.
Yeah. See what happens when you hang out
And
with
then
Alex Grotto.
those who know me, growing up, huge Kiss fan.
Yeah.
I used to have every record they ever made with makeup on in vinyl, unopened.
Unbelievable.
I bought a house and I had it in the basement, and my basement flooded, and every record got ruined. So this was a pretty cool. This is a 1 in 15 emoji virgin variant of Peter Criss
Peter
cleaning
Criss.
himself off.
Yeah. Did they do all of them for that?
I don't know.
You're
I'm
not-
gonna
now
look
you
now. Now I gotta look. Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
when you buy one,
You gotta have them all.
buy them all,
Gotta
right?
have them all.
That's awesome.
And then
Yeah.
at the what was this? The last place we went to,
Bobby's.
Bobby's.
Okay.
I mean, first appearance of Pickle Rick. I mean, you gotta have the first. I went online and I bought the ASM 300 cover swipe.
Yeah.
First Pickle Rick on the cover.
Yeah.
Only because as a fellow variant whore, I'm a sucker for cover swipes.
Favorite cover swipe?
I got definitely favorite cover swipe.
ASM 300.
And I probably have 15 of them. But this one I found a great deal on eBay. I lowballed the guy and he said I can't go any lower than $36.
Yeah.
It's not where I thought it was going because
Okay.
everybody else is selling them for 60.
Okay.
So that's on its way. So these guys are like, well, you have the first cover, you got to get the first Pickle Rick.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who the hell Pickle Rick is. But I have his first appearance.
Okay, that's it. So speculative, maybe retire with that book. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
Maybe
you don't know.
Pickle Rick becomes a new phenom.
Next thing you know, everybody's dressing up like Pickle Rick.
Oh, and
So-
some light reading for the next
Yeah.
couple of days. I bought this today,
That's
too.
a great book.
Old Man
That's one of my
Logan story.
favorite. Did you read that, Justin?
Yeah,
It was. I found out
yeah.
after I spent $30 on it. He's like, I would have gave you mine. Thanks, Mr. Last Minute. Thanks for swooping in at the
That's a
end
great
there.
story. That's a great story. That's phenomenal.
So can't wait to read that.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
So you got some good pickups.
We
Bernie,
got-
you got any
yeah,
pickups?
Oh yeah.
Here he comes.
All right. So he's been on the bender because he missed the last show. So he's got, I'm sure.
No, I didn't bring all mine.
You didn't bring all of them? You didn't
I
bring.
just got what I got today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
He knew
All right.
that Justin was going to be here, so we're trying to save time.
Yeah. All right.
I thought Justin would be bringing this.
Jesus.
It's
Don't mind the firecrackers.
I thought you were going to do it in front.
I don't mind the
I'm
firecrackers.
used to going back here.
All right. All right. So what say you? So now this book, this is speculative.
First
right?
one. This is spec.
Speculate. This is. I
Hey,
need
this
to
is
keep
funny.
my mouth shut
Before
I tell
before he
people about
said-
this.
It's funny. On the way when we were talking, he's
Comic
like,
hunting.
oh yeah, about that Web of Spider-Man. It used to be in a dollar bins, and now it's
Deadpool
now
could
you get
just
like
join.
25
Thanks, number
bucks.
one fan.
now you can get it like for $25 or whatever.
Yep. This is Web of Spider-Man
97.
97.
So for those of you who don't know Bernie so well,
First
Matt,
bit, I jumped on it.
he will slit your throat for a book that's hot, no matter who you are.
Web of
So
Spider-Man 97.
Here's Justin talking, having a conversation about how hot this book is, and we go to a store
All right.
together, and he goes, "Ooh, I got this."
Okay, my question is, why didn't Justin go to Web of Spider-Man?
Well, you guys have to go.
I was doing the DC before.
Well, we all have decisions to make.
Yeah. Decision, right? We all have choices.
Yeah.
Right? We all have choices.
First base of Night Watch,
Between
I
the
guess
East.
Spike Lee is. Then I actually asked him, I'm like, he was next to me, I go, is this a Campbell cover?
Yeah. J. Scott Campbell.
I don't see a
Superior
signature on the
Spider-Man.
cover.
31 connecting variant does connect with the. I want to say I think it's Spider-Man 2099 number 1.
Really?
Yeah, it's a connecting cover. So now
Yep.
it looks like you're gonna have to get that. To,
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't you get one?
I know these 700 variants.
that
I
Howie
just picked
Porter?
it up.
Is that what it looks
Tony
like?
Daniels.
That's Tony Daniels.
Tony
Okay.
Daniel.
All right.
This fucking guy knows everything. He knows everything.
That's it.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know.
Can you bring him up?
I know.
For every show. Bring him up here for every show.
Yeah, exactly.
700. I asked him about this. I'm like, and I saw in the barcode that it was said 2, so I'm like, this is a variant. He goes 1 in 25. I go for a cover price. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That is dope. That is killer.
This is a Batman versus Superman variant.
Yeah. That's a great looking cover. That's a cool
It is a
book.
cool
Yeah,
cover.
looks
And
like
it's a
the,
Harley Quinn.
the Batman from.
The nightmare scene.
The
Yeah, the
nightmare
nightmare
scene.
scene.
Yeah.
I saw
And
that.
I did
right?
pick up
Exactly.
these.
Why
All right.
I saw it. I had it in my hand. I put it back in the box. I don't know why.
Batman Year 2.
Yeah.
3 of them are McFarlane covers. One of them's Davis.
Yeah, let me see. I'll put them out like that. There we go. So the one, you know which one I really like about
are
this
those
one?
books specific, or are they like fillers for your collection pack?
That's actually the
detective.
second copy.
See, I didn't realize this one. So this is great. So, you know, the fact that Batman is holding a gun, I think is very iconic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's, because that would, he was
And
always
that's actually
against.
not the
You know what I
McFarlane
mean?
cover.
So, right.
Or no, is it?
No.
No,
this was
no.
McFarlane.
Alan Davis.
Alan Davis, yeah.
The other
so,
3 are
So
McFarlane.
very, very cool Batman stuff, especially since Batman is holding a gun, and you know how Batman was always against the guns and stuff like that. You know, so.
And then
Now, which one's this?
Free Comic Book Day, first appearance of
Black Order.
Black Water.
no, not the Black Order, one of them.
Okay.
Corvus or
Yeah.
first appearance of one of them.
Okay.
Free Comic Book Day.
It's amazing
Now, you
that
know-
a free comic book
Yeah.
becomes
He
worth
charged me
money like
$1.
that.
Right.
Charge you
I mean,
$1
he charged me $1.25
for
for
a
the other
free
one.
comic?
Well, they actually do have to pay for them. The vendors do
Well,
pay
that's
for
why
the
Art hands
books.
them out one at a time.
Yeah, exactly. The vendors do pay
We go
for
there,
them.
and I'm like, I
But I
see
got
one
that for
I
it's a $10 book.
And he's
Yeah.
like,
I
he
got it
goes,
for $1.
pick one. I get to pick one. He goes, I'll give you 2 more. He goes, you look like a little My Little Pony. I'm like, really? Really?
All right.
Did you show that one?
No, I haven't shown it yet. So I do
First
have
Cosmic
some,
Ghost Rider.
I do have some books. I do have some books that I picked up. So, you know, I think it's funny how, you know, you get this book, and then you got the Virgin variant, and then you got this variant. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Oh, this was a
No, I did. I paid 7, so then we know this whole story.
this is
So,
a funny texture.
so this is, yeah, so we have tons of text chains. We've got the comic book talk chain. We've got the 3 of us. There's so many text chains, you just can't keep them straight. But that's the fun of it, you know? So I walk into the LCS, and I see this, and I see both of them. And now the store owner had $9.95 on it. You know, I know this guy gets it for 7, so you know what? I'm cheap lately. You know what I mean? So I said, you know, do I get the Pat House $7 discount? And he goes, well, he doesn't get it all the time. And I'm like, well, do I get it once? Then he's like, yeah, okay. So I picked it up, and then I text him, and he goes, yeah, but it's not the Virgin. I'm like, I know it's not the Virgin, Patrick.
because he
Word-
sent me
you
the,
just
no,
said
no,
the
it
word.
was
I was on
him.
it
It was
too.
him.
Oh,
I was
Because
I was
originally
too.
I had the Virgin, and I sent the
you
picture of the
picture
Virgin.
you sent
Yeah.
was the Virgin.
You
looked
resent,
like-
you
yeah.
resent,
oh, okay.
you
Okay.
resent my picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So then I'm like,
Okay.
that's worth this much.
Gotcha.
And then you show, look what I picked up. I'm like, that's not the Virgin.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I'm running around. I'm trying to get to the store before this
Like,
guy
I paid
does.
$3 for that.
You know?
I don't go to that store.
So I did pick
sorry,
those
Wade.
up. I also picked up real small. I always talk about the John Tyler Christopher covers, the character covers. Bid Fortuna, very funny character, and we all know who he was and stuff like that. So I've been picking those up. I picked up Weapon H #1.
That's an homage.
Yeah,
It's an homage to.
what's it? I don't know.
It's an homage to an Hulk cover. Hulk.
Yeah, I don't. If it is
It's an homage or whatever.
homage to what book though?
It's a
Homage or
Hulk
a cover
because there's a Andy Kubert homage to Wolverine. It says Wolverine and Andy Kubert.
Really? All right. Okay, I don't know
that
that.
is an homage.
All right, and then I was able to barter a deal with Bernie 1869, so I did pick this book up.
Can you barter it to me?
My God, I asked you earlier.
Thanos 13, the first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So that'll bring our conversation up again, because I think we've talked about this before. You have this Cosmic Ghost Rider character. You have
He's getting his own series.
all right. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, Red Goblin. Which one are you banking on? You're banking on that one? Okay. All right.
Well, it's not so much banking on. I think
Yeah.
It's
The
gonna stay.
longevity.
It's
The
gonna
longevity,
stay- it's
the
gonna
longevity.
Stay where it is. At.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about as far as the popularity of the character?
Talk about.
Yes.
We'll talk about everything. Popularity of the
Donny
character,
Cates is
the
right
dollar
now,
value
I'm
of
on
it.
Donny Cates.
You know what I mean? Like, what is?
I hope it's the Red Goblin only because it's a cooler character.
You like Carnage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
It really, it's a I don't know, it's a badass looking character.
Okay.
Have you read this?
No, I'm not saying taking the story and everything out of it.
Yeah.
I think as a character, I hope it's the Red Goblin, but I have no idea which one. You know.
Right. So you've got Ghost Rider, Punisher, Green Goblin, Carnage, right? So any of these 4 guys are interchangeable as far as
And the same with what they did
Like
with
level
Weapon,
of-
and the
level
same
of-
with what they did with Weapon H.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Hulk.
right. Yeah.
I mean, that's all Marvel's doing.
Right. So you've got these. Yeah, I agree with it. So you got these 6 characters or these 4
But
characters. So now you're
But I think where the difference comes in is, do you want Dan Slott writing it, or do you want Donny Cates writing it?
I don't know.
As long as the story's good.
Yeah, as long as the story's good. So,
Well, that's
like I wonder if they sat down and said, okay, what can we do with these characters to kind of bring some staying power or to introduce it? So, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'd like to see which way it goes. So, I don't know. Your opinions on it?
I mean, I like this character better because I think, it's not blown out of proportion with, like, you knew Red Goblin's coming.
Right.
That's the thing. With this just matured on its own. It was,
Okay.
After Jeff Lemire left Thanos, it was Danny Cates going to take over. And
Yep.
all of a sudden, it was a new story arc. It was a completely different take on it. I don't think anybody was ready for this.
Okay,
That's
right, okay.
what it is.
Okay.
I think just the way it was brought apart, it made the series better.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think Red
Interesting.
Goblin, everybody was told $7.95 or $7.96.
Correct.
Let's order this issue. They said Dan Slott's going to make this.
And now it's
Right.
$7.98.
Yeah, $7.97, $7.98, $900, $800. It's coming. I think this just matured in a way.
It hasn't come out yet because it's one of my pulls.
Yeah.
But I haven't read it yet.
Right.
So
But he's on the covers.
So he's on the cover. But
No, he's been on store
the story?
variant. He's been on store variant covers. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Store variant covers. He
Yeah.
was in 796 as Carnage.
Right.
Real quick in one panel killing
and actually,
someone.
it's not going to be Norman
Carnage
Osborn.
overtakes
From what I, it's
Goblin.
not going to be Norman. It's not going to be Norman
Okay.
Now I think
Osborn.
in 797.
So in the book itself, it hasn't been introduced yet because I haven't read
It's
it.
going to be one of the Urics.
In one panel he was as Carnage. Again, if you don't know if it's Norman Osborn. But then in the last issue, he says, "I have the Goblin serum.
Yeah.
Let's mix it with the Carnage."
Really?
So you don't
Okay.
know. You haven't seen what the covers have shown.
Okay. All right.
So,
Because
So my
there's one-
normal pulls, because they don't have him on the cover, obviously.
Yeah.
There's one cover that shows the Green Goblin facing off with the Red Goblin. So, according to speculators, that's saying Osborn's not going to be the Red Goblin because they're showing a Green Goblin.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So then, how did Frank Castle become the Cosmic Ghost Rider? See, I haven't read this.
That's the origin.
I
That's
think it's
issue
great.
15.
I
Yeah.
actually think it's great.
Okay.
That's
So what's the
So in the future, Thanos pretty much beats everybody.
everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
he beats
Right. He beats everybody, right?
And-
Thanos kills it like Deadpool
Yeah.
kills the Marvel universe. You know?
And
Yeah.
with
again.
Frank Castle's dying breath, he says, if someone saves me, I'll take over.
Right.
And with a snap of the finger, like
Yeah.
Infinity War,
Right. Infinity War. Right. Okay.
Festo comes
Really?
and says, do my bidding, and
Yeah.
I'll make you,
Yeah.
I'll make you the Ghost Rider.
Gotcha.
So he then becomes the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And there's nobody left on Earth, so he's just riding around
Really?
aimlessly, doesn't know what to do until
That's the
eventually.
Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah,
Right?
the Spirit of Vengeance
Yeah.
is just driving.
He's got nobody to avenge.
Yes.
He's got nobody to avenge.
So he, and I'm sorry, this is a spoiler. Anybody who hasn't read this, but it's
Right. No, it's fine. Don't have.
There's got to be cockroaches to kill.
There's nobody around. He's just driving around on Johnny Blaze.
Right.
type
Right.
thing.
Right.
And
Right.
then eventually, Galactus comes to Earth.
Okay. That's another question. I
Because
have.
Galactus is hurt from a fight with Thanos.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And
Right.
he's looking for the Avengers for salvation.
Yeah.
But the only person left
Yeah.
is Ghost Rider.
So that's what this story is right now.
yes.
Okay.
So
That's in the Thanos storyline.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
It's
all-
on 17 now.
So then Ghost Rider makes a deal with Galactus,
Yeah.
saying, "Make me your herald."
Oh.
So he becomes a herald of Galactus.
Got you. Okay. All right.
slash
Right.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Okay. Power Cosmic. That was my next
Yeah.
question. Does he have the power Cosmic, and how
Yes.
did he get it? Okay. I have to read this now. This is great.
I-
Story time with Nemesis Prime. Fantastic.
I'm not a big, you know me. I'm not
not
a
a-
big Marvel
yeah,
guy
right,
at all,
right, right.
But I was hooked.
This isn't in a paperback yet. Is
Not
it?
yet.
No,
No,
it's still going on.
Yeah.
And, issue, I guess
17 just came out
this
Yeah.
week.
How many issues
Where-
come out before they wait
That's
till
I
the
thirteen.
think
over?
it's probably one more issue, and I
Six.
think then the annual.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's usually six.
But and then the last issue that just came out this week
Usually
was
it's like six.
Yeah. 17
Silver
or something.
Surfer comes
Gotcha.
to
17
fight
minus 13 is
both
25.
Thanos,
Yeah.
Cosmic Ghost
Six
Rider,
more,
and
you're saying.
Thanos from
No,
the
I'm saying
future.
Okay.
Because that's
So
where they're brought.
18.
Gotcha.
And he is holding Mjolnir,
Yeah.
so he is worthy of holding the Hammer of Thor. I swear.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Yes,
It's
I know.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
great.
So I'm a huge Herald fan. Like, I enjoy the Fantastic Four. I enjoy
So
Galactus.
now you got another Herald.
Now I got another Herald. The fact that he's a Herald is perfect. Now I got to get them all. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I have. There was a great what if. It was what if Dazzler actually became a Herald of Galactus, and she got the power cosmic.
Wow,
and that was actually pretty cool. It was a what if. It was a quick what if, but that was funny. So, you know, I enjoyed the Heralds. We always kind of talk about them in the Galactus, and, you know, my Galactus hanging out back there and stuff like that. So I love the Heralds. That's great. I was going to ask if he had the power cosmic, because you go cosmic, and I just thought, at first I thought cosmic being in space, you know what I mean, running around, but now the fact that he has the power cosmic, that's phenomenal. So I'm really impressed by that. Thank you for your quick synopsis.
Yeah, it's great. I think really the best thing that's, of course, you know, that the penance of stare.
Yes.
That Ghost Rider does.
Yeah.
So what it is Thanos in the future is so that, basically I missed this part, but basically since Thanos in the future kills, I'm like ruining the story.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Thanos in the future kills Galactus.
Yeah.
And then basically, Cosmic Ghost Rider becomes the right hand of Thanos.
Right.
So now he's like, I guess, like one of the Black Order.
Gotcha.
So what happens is the only way Thanos feels like excitement because there's nobody left is by taking the skull of Cosmic Ghost Rider and doing the penance there. Yeah. To seeing all his past.
Oh my God.
So instead of it being driven of fear that brings that, it brings him excitement.
Gotcha.
Because he gets to see all the stuff that he did, how amazing it is.
Right. That's pretty awesome. So
I know I ruined it for you.
No, but that's okay because that's all. But now, it sounds like an amazing read. Right. I forget everything.
Good luck trying to find them.
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's awesome because, you know, there's a lot of storylines that I've always followed, and I really appreciate stuff like that. So that's a great storyline. Maybe we can talk about a good story arc that, you know, something. About,
you know, Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2, all right.
Oh yeah, the trailer just dropped.
We've all seen it.
What time we got?
I think we got a little bit of time.
When did we start? We started around 9:30.
Oh, Scrapper just joined. All right, yeah, Scrapper.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? So I work with kids, and on our thread they said Deadpool 10. Yeah, Deadpool 2 just dropped, right? So I say, okay. And one of my students actually came up to me and said, hey, Mr. Hillman, the new Deadpool trailer's out. I said, okay. So I said, okay, so I got a class full of, you know, I got about 8 kids in my room. So I actually go on it, and I'm watching it, and I'm giggling, and then I start laughing, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, the Deadpool trailer, they're like, what are you watching, Mr. I go, the Deadpool trailer. But I didn't tell you to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to watch it at your house because of profanity and stuff like that. So I use my disclaimer and stuff like that. I watched it 3 times. It's great.
I watched it twice back to back.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I love, what you call it? Taxi driver.
No, Dopinder. Dopinder. Great character. Air supply, no less. But you know what? So now, it's funny that we say this because Brett brought this up when I was with my brother, Sick Puppy Studios, Power Kid Comics. He wants to know are they going to say what Dopinder did with the boyfriend? Right? Because we ended, Dopinder had the boyfriend in the back seat. Right, he had it. So Dopinder had to do something, right? I mean, so this could be like where this, you know, minor character in a movie actually could save him or do the Deadpool and cut his head off and kill him, and he could say, okay, you know, I'm doing all this because of what I've learned from Deadpool. So I mean, that's really far-reaching and stuff like that.
The X-Men shirt cut up.
Yeah, the cut up shirt. Yeah,
like a muscle shirt.
Goes over, grabs Colossus by the butt. Yeah, working out.
So we know, obviously, we know Domino's in it. We know Shatterstar is in it. I don't know who that wasn't. Bishop, who that big black?
No, all right, so I know who that is.
Who is that?
Well, I can't say. No. Okay. So Terry Crews plays a character called Bedlam.
So here's what I'm worried about: is the guy playing the character. Because he's been kind of
Roger's not a fan of Terry Crews.
I'm not. It's not that I'm not a fan.
But Terry Crews.
No, Terry Crews. Okay. Because he's been kind of a goofball on TV for the last 5 years.
Right.
And he's made his popularity doing stupid commercials and being in comedies, kind of making fun of himself.
Right.
So for him to come in and try to be a badass action hero, kind of makes me nervous.
Agreed. Who is Bedlam though?
Bedlam was brought apart.
Is he a Layfield character?
No, he was in the Age of Apocalypse era in Factor X.
Okay.
When they did all those Astonishing X-Men, and it was like the whole.
I wasn't buying that, so I don't know.
Like Wolverine had his hand cut off, and he had one claw.
Okay,
so his first appearance is in Factor X1.
You know all this about Marvel?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, first appearance got too.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's when he came. So yes,
My God,
it's a
he's
domino shatter.
I did
Shadow
read
Star.
that about Bedlam just because I was like, who is that? And you have the other one with the electricity.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
who
that
that
one.
is.
She looked
The
badass.
thing
Yeah.
is like you have these articles
She
written
looked
by
really
so-called
badass.
experts. Even they were like, we have no idea.
Right. So that, but it got to be
Here's what
somebody,
we
you know.
think it might be.
Right.
But they in no way fit in anywhere in that X
Yeah,
Factor,
right.
You know, story arc. So why would it be that?
Right.
Wagner.
But when you look at the story that they're talking about, the character, it's just like her.
Right,
You know, she
right.
controls electricity. And all
Yeah.
that.
So I see how that was.
And I like the tease
Which one?
of him being in the black and white.
Yes. Okay. So what did you see
They
on that?
showed
See, I
it
didn't
for
see that. I
It was
didn't
like
see
a
that.
3-second clip where he turned around to the camera to say something, and he had all. It was like the newer X Force,
The X-Force
black, you know, like
Deadpool.
the
Uncanny
like the
X-Force.
yeah like
Yeah,
the
Uncanny
yeah
X-Force,
like
right.
the like the light gray with the black.
Right. I actually
suit.
bought that. Remember when I went to the Clifton show with you? You showed me that whole run.
Yeah.
And I bought it. I
that-
didn't have
that is probably
that
the
cover
best.
with him on there is
The
awesome.
best Rick Remender. Deadpool.
Rick Remender, right?
I would say that's the best Deadpool
Yep.
story written Deadpool. Like,
Gotcha.
Rick Remender did an
What?
amazing job.
The X Force one?
Uncanny X-Force, yeah.
I think
I've got a bunch of them. I don't have
that's
the whole
That's
run.
one with the Dark Angel, right?
that's the whole
Yeah.
Yeah.
That run was
X,
the Dark
Skywalker.
Angel.
Yeah,
That's
right.
definitely
So and it was cool how they just kind of threw it real quick.
They're gonna
Real
throw it
quick
in there,
shot,
right?
And you know, but then he was like, "We're gonna have our own cool team.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it X Force."
Yeah.
And then what did she say? X Force.
Very
Yeah.
derivative.
Yeah, very derivative.
Yeah.
Oh, she goes,
Yes, it
I
is.
should have stayed in college.
Oh, that was when he was in the car. You
In
see
the
him
car.
talking to Dopinder, and he's
Yeah.
like, and that's why the worst movie ever is the Sisters
Sisters
of
of
Telling
Telling
Pants.
Pants.
No, that's
And
right.
And Domino
Pure
like,
pornography.
Yeah.
that Domino says, I should have stayed in college.
Just stay in college. That's great. That's great.
awesome.
The whole X-Men
I
mansion
don't know
kind
a
of
lot
thing.
about Domino, so
You know, that whole run, I bought it and stuff like that. Domino was a great character. Liefeld, another one of Liefeld's things, he kind of introduced her just to kind of bring the female aspect into it, to kind of
what's
give her
her
kind
power?
of really
What is?
It's like a
Is she like the
luck.
Black
it's
Widow?
luck. It's luck.
Yeah.
Like she like Domino, like the dominoes will fall or whatever.
Okay,
so like
she
she's an
thinks-
influencer almost.
Everything,
You know what I mean?
Everything works
So
on her.
yeah, like she's an influencer. Like if I hit, 10 out of 10, bullseyes, I'm sitting next to her and I can't make one now. You know what I mean? So she's kind of like an influencer. Think of like, how the Scarlet Witch has the power to manipulate reality.
Yeah.
Almost like that, but she's very lucky per se. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So that's kind of it. Things fall her way, but I think it's a good rendition of her. You know what I mean? I'm not going out to get a 9.8 real anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, and what do we think about Cable? Let's talk about Cable.
He seemed pretty
Yeah,
cool,
he
right?
seemed pretty good.
Right.
That, what in the shit is that? And he goes out, he's like, I want the boy.
Oh, we're not
You have
fairly
any
sure.
idea
We're not
who-
fairly sure.
You have any idea who that boy is?
Yes.
I don't
No.
Well, we
It's
don't.
supposed to be. Well,
It's supposed to
in the
be.
story, it was Hope Summers.
It was Hope Summers, right? It's supposed to be Scott's. It's supposed to be Cyclops' son in the future, which actually I think was Cable.
Cable. I think
Or
Cable,
something like that, which was Cable.
Isn't Cable the
You know what I
son
mean?
Of,
Cable is supposed to be the son of.
That's part of
Right.
Timeline.
Timeline
Yeah.
derivative kind of thing. It's kind of all over
he's
the place,
son of Cyclops and
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey?
Jean Grey in the future.
in the future, right?
Right,
he
and then you
comes
get the
back.
whole thing, and then you get Strife involved in it.
So
you
is
know
that
what I
supposed
mean?
to be
And-
young
He
Cable?
has a clone. That can't be young Cable, though. You know what I mean? Like,
They don't
so
look
they're going a
anything
little
like-
sideways with that.
They don't look
Yeah,
anything
He had like
also
fire
power.
powers, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
But
so.
he came. No, or who came back to claim Hope?
I gotta go read these books, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I gotta go
And
kick
the
some
only reason
knowledge.
why
Okay.
Hope is a thing is because he's carrying around the little bear, and that
Yeah.
was the little teddy bear was a thing that Hope.
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
I think that was Ash on him. These guys are saying something right there. I think those are the last few shoots they added. Marvel comic that will be featured on end credits or something. KP Henderson saying it was Shaver. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know which way it's going. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, it's
Looks
funny.
cool.
I laughed.
Looks great.
I laughed a lot.
Usual.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
nailed it. Ryan
That's
Reynolds
so-
nails his
Yeah,
part.
sorry I'm
Yes.
late. I was gathering all the
Yeah,
all the glue
gluten.
to shoot out his face so that to make
Yeah,
people
she's
say
like-
some
Yeah,
gluten.
right. And then he says to his buddy, the bartender, he says, well, maybe we don't need to make a third one. No, we nailed it. You know, like they don't number two. That's
Stop
it.
at two.
They stop at two, right? But
Drop
okay,
the mic.
so they dropped the mic, but they will do a number 3 though, right? Like
course they will.
they will do a number 3, right? And then
No,
hopefully we'll see
number 3 is gonna be X Force.
number 3 is going to be X Force. Okay, all
But
right.
again, now that Sony is
kind of
Right.
Disney.
Yes.
Where are you going to go?
Right.
You know, they
So-
may tone it down and.
Liefeld, you know, it's
mean,
funny. Whenever you want to
would.
know about Rob Liefeld, you
Just
got to
ask
follow
him.
him on Instagram.
Yeah.
You got to follow him because he can't keep a
You're a
secret.
good buddy.
If I
You're
good buddy,
you're
I
a good
comment
buddy,
all the
you're a
time.
good buddy.
But
You
the
know?
problem is, it's almost like, in case you didn't know, I created these people. You know, like,
Right.
Look at me, yay!
Yeah, I know, but you know, and he doesn't give
It is
Fabian
very
enough.
self-characterizing.
Right. So
But it's I'd be the same way.
Right.
He created these characters how long ago?
right.
Now they're putting them on the movies.
Yeah.
They're putting them on the big screen. This is people that he
But
created.
that's not he did not create. He created Deadpool.
Correct.
But Joe Kelly?
And he created Cable.
Is it Joe Kelly?
Well, it was Fabian Nicienza.
No,
who
but
was,
Joe Kelly is the one that started writing Deadpool
Correct.
as he is.
Correct.
Oh,
But
I think it's
yeah.
Joe Kelly.
yeah, I mean, there's been lots
But
of
he
writers and stuff
created
like
the-
that.
he
So
created the
Okay,
character.
but when
You know.
he created him, he wasn't like what.
Right, what do you
Kelly
know? He's
made
gone
him.
through so many different different versions of him, stuff like that. But it's really fun to see, though. If you follow Liefeld, he shows his sketches
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and that's really fun to see because that stuff is 20, 25 years old.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I
That
mean?
is
You can
cool
see
that
what
he
he's done,
shares that stuff,
and he
yeah.
shares that stuff and stuff like that. So you know what? Hey, he created it. I did. Let him live on his laurels. It's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff
Nice
like
shirt,
that.
my kids, thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And you know, he had a big
Oh,
falling out
yeah.
with
Oh,
big falling out with CGC.
Did you
know?
DM him? See
I did
what's
not
up?
DM him and
No,
ask him
you
what
didn't
happened.
see
I
what's
did
up?
not.
I
I
You
did
didn't
not.
see what's
I
up.
know
did
he
not.
did say I will no longer work with.
Yeah.
Will no longer
Right.
accept.
You didn't see what's
But
up.
he did say for WonderCon or some con that he's at, he did put out, I will be at the CBCS booth, doing like a triple signing. So like, whatever he did, he must have made a deal with CBCS to say like, all right, dude,
Well, he's
you've got
probably
me.
like, oh, let me
you know.
show you.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
No. I agree with you on that. I agree with it. And you know what? So be it.
Hey,
you
if
know,
they just
so
made their slabs look a little better, it wouldn't be, you know.
it's the labels, I
turnaround
think.
time.
It's the labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the
Turnaround
labels
times
looked a
are-
What are
little.
their turnaround times, Justin?
I
you
don't
think?
even.
The
You don't even know.
slabs are thinner. They seem cheaper.
Yeah.
They're easy to break open.
Yeah. Oh, we got Melon from New York. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the labels, I think, that are just so whatever. You know what I was doing? I'll just a little side story. Lately, I've been on eBay going for cracked PGX slabs. That's what I'm typing in to see if I can find a book, get a good deal on it. You know what I mean?
Why would
Crack
you type
it,
in
press it.
cracked?
Because I think when people sell crack, like I had
Cheaper,
it,
you get it
I
for
get
a
a little
better
deal,
price.
you get it for a better price, or even PGX books. You
Oh,
know what I
like
mean?
broken.
So, like broken, like you know what I mean. If they got a crack, I mean when I sold
Yeah.
my ASM 300
Why
at
did you just
8.5.
look for PGX and crack it yourself?
No, I'm saying
he's talking about
that
the actual
like
case
if
is
it's
cracked.
broken, if the crack,
Okay.
if the
got
case is
an
cracked,
imperfection in it.
you know, an imperfection stuff like that, I get a better deal on it. You know what I mean? So, but I do have a book that I picked up. This was funny. So in our comic book conversation, everybody was talking about the 15% off on eBay. So I was looking for a deal, right?
I went ham last night.
Yeah, I was looking for a deal. Oh God, here we go with the popcorn again. Oh God, this was such a
Better
mess.
than no popcorn.
Better for me to see.
One.
I know, at least that was bubble wrapped. Oh my God, I forgot I even got that today. My life is so good, man. So I was on it. I was looking for a deal to get the 15% off, and then I was lowballing people. I was looking for books that I wouldn't necessarily go for. I was actually looking at, and this is probably the last thing we'll talk about, the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Because that does look very, very cool. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If you're
cover.
familiar with Cloak and
Spectacular
Dagger.
Spider-Man 90?
Yeah,
90, right?
64, I think.
Or 64.
I think it's 64, their first appearance. But anyway, we talked about that. So I'm looking, and I go to buy I get this guy down to a price that I think is acceptable. I buy the book, and eBay doesn't give me the window for the code. So I don't punch the code in, and it ends up costing me an additional, like I would have saved $10, okay? So this is the book that I bought. This book has always kind of been a favorite of mine, because it's my favorite villain. And it didn't have it in a 9.8, so I picked this book up. This is Amazing Spider-Man 229. Just a classic Juggernaut cover. 9.6.
bought that today.
Stop lying.
Swear to God.
Stop lying. Look, I got popcorn in my cup. Get out of here. So I had this book when I was a kid. I bought it off the rack because I was a big Juggernaut fan. No, dude. No.
I bought that at Bobby's.
So, classic Juggernaut
Funny,
cover.
I picked out. I'm like,
Yeah.
Ever would love this.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, there's two covers, 229 and 230.
Well, but there's also the newsstand and the direct.
Yeah, see?
Have them different now.
Yeah.
Ah.
Newsstand.
Your newsstand, mine's direct. There you go. All right. So this is 229. It just
This
says,
is 9.6.
you know, Roy Stern story. John Romita. So okay, this is Jr.
Junior.
I paid.
Yeah, John and Al
I
Milgrom.
paid $8 for this. Would you pay for yours?
That would have been my discount. I didn't even get the discount on this, so that's what I was steaming about. Imagine how mad you would have been if you didn't save the $10. Imagine.
bought it.
I know. I couldn't cancel the sale. I guess I don't know. So
That's
one
funny.
of my favorites. KP Henderson agrees. CBC. Chris Shaver says CBCS slabs are garbage. Yeah.
here we
Okay.
go.
So that's
Yeah,
it.
boys.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I
They're thinner. They're not
Deal with the
thick,
PlayStation.
They feel
and
cheap.
the
They break
Xbox.
open easier.
Right.
The labels are crappy.
All right. So just to end up, we talked a lot of things. Great conversation. So Cloak and Dagger is coming out on Freeform TV, right?
Yes.
Which is a NBC, CBS. Like I don't know who.
Freeform.
It's Freeform,
own
right?
It used to be
It's
something else.
It used to be. Yeah, it definitely was something
It
else.
used to be a different channel.
It was
They
a different
changed it
channel to the Freeform, and I did that. So Cloak and Dagger's coming out. I've been looking at the number one ASM 64s, or Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man 64, and they
Used to be
range.
CBS Family.
What's that? Oh, CBS Family.
Yeah,
Okay.
ABC
Oh,
Family.
ABC Family. ABC. See how
They
that
changed
went,
the
you know?
Freeform.
So they went there. So my point is will the show take off? Is that a book that we should be investing in? There are cool characters.
Well, it's like any-
you know,
TV
Invest
characters.
in it
How
now,
much? How much
but
are
it's
TV
going to get
characters?
cold
Yeah.
after a little while.
right.
You buy
Yeah.
it. You buy it because you want it.
You're buying because you want.
Or
it.
you don't flip your books anyway. So
I
what
don't
do you
flip
care?
my books. I don't flip, but I like an investment. I like to be on top of it. Well, I bought that book when it came out, so I was on top of it before that. All right. So everybody better recognize I bought that off the newsstand. But
But
Cloak
you
and
don't
Dagger,
flip your books,
they were kids.
so-
That got were experimented with drugs, and when that book I always said came out, it was in the mid '80s or early '90s maybe, where the crack cocaine epidemic and stuff like that. So it was very dark. Cloak is a very dark character. You know what I mean? And Dagger herself, she was kind of like that girl who kind of edited everything that went on a kind of a runaway kind of thing. So I don't know. Are you familiar with Cloak and Dagger at all, Justin?
Not really.
Not really.
I know of them, and
Yeah.
I'm growing in the '90s comics and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Right.
The most I know them, I think they showed up in the one of the Spider-Man Maximum Carnage.
Maximum
games.
Carnage. Okay. Yep.
So
yeah.
then they were in that storyline, and just some other little storylines.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do, because Cloak's like power is that he opens up his cloak and he puts you kind of like in this void area,
Yeah.
and then when you come out, you're very scared and frightened and kind of whatever.
Okay.
Dagger can throw like light daggers almost, like that's her power. Like she can throw these daggers of light, which are very painful and stuff like that. So on a TV show, I'm wondering how they're going to make this cloak look the way it does. Who knows? I don't know.
So the
It's time to
cloak
change.
that he puts on people?
Well, it's kind of like it's like a shroud
Space.
almost, like you know what I mean? It's like Dead Space.
I
like
like
it.
Strange's cloak.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a silhouette. Like you don't see
but
anything.
it
Yeah.
goes over the person.
Yeah, kind of like he can like come, but it also can grow. You know what I mean? He's also like so it's
Kinda like
it's like an
Spawn.
extension. Yeah, exactly like
Right.
Spawn. You know what I mean? Definitely. So yeah. So that's about it. So our adventures continue tomorrow. So check on Instagram again. So
Yeah.
tomorrow we're going to a con, which
they have a little con at the last.
like
Sunday
how your
of every
town has
month.
your monthly
A local
show,
show.
a local show.
This one they
Got
moved
double
to the
booked.
hotel to DoubleTree
Yep.
right across the street from ESPN
Right.
Studios.
Yep.
And from what I hear, there's going to be double to triple the amount of vendors there selling books. So,
Yep. All right. Anything you're just to end on a note? Anything you're looking for in particular?
No, yeah.
What's that?
I'm itching for the BA12, man.
Really?
I am itching for the BA12.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the-
sick
What
of not
grade?
finding it.
Right.
What grade? What
Depends
grade
on the
you
price.
looking
Okay.
for? What grade?
Now-
I would love to get an 8.0 higher.
Right.
At
Okay.
what price?
Right.
I
Well,
don't
whatever a good price
Yeah,
is, you know.
7%.
Whatever a
selling.
good price is,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
Selling one.
Yeah.
Will I get the discount?
Yeah. Now you're just going to.
It's just my first time show.
So you're gonna take it-
of course, I'm looking for my Batmans to continue
Right.
my Batman collection.
Right.
Of course, I'm probably looking for first appearances. So
Yeah. We'll see.
if we can find a Legion of Doom, Captain Cold, we'll come home with the Captain Cold.
All right. I hear you. Pat, what are you going after? Anything?
I don't know. Like I was telling Justin earlier,
Yeah.
you go to a show with one goal.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
the last show we went to, I
Yeah.
went with the object of buying one book.
Oh, Steve77 will be there. Steve, look for us, brother. I don't, that's
miss
awesome.
us.
Can't miss us, Steve, right? I know, come on.
You know what we look like.
IG comic community family, we'll
Put
be
the three
together.
ugly guys in the one pretty guy.
And take your pick which one that one is. So you're
Like
just
last show,
yeah.
I went looking for one big book and
Yep.
ended up buying all those
Those
small
smalls,
Batman.
right, yeah.
So every show is different.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like when we went to the one in Massachusetts.
Right.
I said I'm getting something. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But I ended up with the Batman
181, right?
so.
Exactly.
I
So
am looking for a Batman 227 or 232
yeah, all right.
or 234
How
is
much you
probably
willing
more.
to pay?
That's right.
234 is probably more in my price range for tomorrow.
Oh, we just did it. Okay, so Instagram just ended, which is okay.
Okay.
So we're still on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
we're just gonna
and we're
wrap
gonna
it up.
go
We're done,
black,
yeah.
fade to black.
Fade to black. So that's what we're gonna do.
Appreciate everybody
So,
coming.
well, I do.
We're
I
we're
gotta
just
say what
gonna
I'm
do the
picking
black
up. Hold on a
screen where
second.
we still talk.
I
right?
am picking up 2 books that I've been working on for the past 5 to 6 weeks.
Star Wars 1?
Two key members of the LOD. Plus, I'm going to go try to fill in some of my Daredevil fillers. So,
Wait.
you know,
You just got one.
what? Oh yeah, I know. I
got
got
toys.
so I'm gonna end up with 3 at the end of the weekend. I will end up with 3 members of the LOD in my collection. All right. So on behalf of 3 Men in a Basement, with our special guest star Nemesis Prime, we are officially
The
signing
variant
out.
whore.
The variant
The original.
whore.
Thank you.
Hashtag
OG,
all your
OG.
variants. Hashtag all your variants. Variant whore. Let's get that thing up to
How do you do
2,000.
it?
When you hit 2,000, we're gonna have a party or something, dude. Like you should get sponsorship at that point. So
I'm trying to get something, either shirts or hats.
I know,
If
commercials of it,
you
so-
throw up gang signs,
Yeah, I
man,
know. Variant whore, 3 men. So on behalf, I want to thank all my IG comic book family members, all my brothers out there for this early birthday present. Something I was not expecting today, something I wasn't expecting at all. Cheers to all you guys. Thank you very much for everything. I appreciate all the love in the comic book community. So I am Otto. This is Mike Grotto, and on 3 Men in a Basement with the Variant Whore, we are signing out. Thank you very much for
Peace.
watching. All right. Okay, so I got to hold on a second.
Hold on. For you.
Now we can focus on what's important.